Okay, we're cooking on the Kamado Big Joe Series 3. So what we'll do first is we'll put in the hickory wood. We've got hickory wood smoking. What we're doing today is a brisket. We're going to try a hot and fast cook today. In goes the wood, then we'll put in the charcoal on top of that. Now I've got a little bit of a fire starter just to help things going, and a bit of a torch just to speed things along. What we'll do is we'll leave this for 5 minutes with it open, and also in the meantime I'll just put the rest of it on. Okay, so we'll get the brisket ready. So let's get this open. Now we just pat it down. This brisket's already cut pretty well. Most of the fat's already off that I would probably cut off. So I'm not going to do too much. I'll have a quick look at it. What you can see there is you can see some of the marbling in the brisket. So that's some of the fat that's intertwined with the meat, and that will give it flavour ultimately. So I like to leave a little bit of, I don't like to take too much. I mean, I like to clean it up. You don't want those big hard fat chunks of fat on there because that doesn't render too well. But to leave kind of like a nice, more that buttery fat on there, that renders really lovely and adds flavour to the meat. So what we'll do is we'll add the rub now. So all I've done is I've made a little home rub. So basically I've just got salt, a bit of black pepper. You just want to be conscious of how much black pepper you have, especially if you've got little kids. But also garlic and garlic granulars and garlic powder, that is. So I'll just mix that up. Now this is just going to be a base rub because I've got another rub that I'll add on just for a bit more of a deeper flavour. Now with brisket and your rubs, you know, I guess the standard one obviously is the Texan rubs, which is simply salt and pepper, black pepper. But I guess after you do so many briskets, you want to try something different. So, you know, feel free to experiment a little. Now the other one I've got, it's called Hardcore Carnivore. I've never tried it before. Well, I haven't tried it on a brisket before, so we'll give that a go today. We'll add that in. Before we'll start, we'll just put our meter probe in. As I said, we're going to do a hot and fast today, so we're getting the Kamado up probably somewhere about 160, and then obviously we're going to try and shoot for about internal temperature of about 90-93 degrees Celsius. So we'll chuck it on now. Okay, it's getting up to temperature, but we'll put it in. I'll put also a little pan of water in there just to keep it moist throughout the cook. We'll let the Kamado do the work. For a normal low and slow, you're probably looking for 130 degrees Celsius, which at the bottom it's kind of roughly about 2 fingers there. But because we want to shoot a little bit higher, so we'll just open it up a little bit. Same thing at the top. So for 130 degrees Celsius, you probably leave it on the first indicator here on the Kamado. But again, we want to try and increase that a bit, so we'll just open it probably about 1.5, and we'll try to reach our internal temperature that way. Okay, it's been in there for a couple of hours, so let's just have a look at how the brisket's going. Check out some of the bark as well. Ooh, yeah. Not bad, not bad. It's getting some nice colour in there. Not just Water needs a bit of a top up. Okay, we're going to get ready to pull this off for wrap. So you want to wrap it after the stall, which is, it varies from different pieces of meat, but between 75 to 82 degrees Celsius. So we've just passed that point. So we'll take that off and we'll get ready to wrap. So we've got it on, ready to wrap. So I've got 2 butcher's papers good to go. And then what we'll do is we'll just put it over like so, and then fold one side. And then I'm going to try something different today. I'm actually going to pour a little beef stock inside at the base. So I'm just thinking how I'll do this. Okay, also what I've done is I've put 3 sheets of aluminium foil here, because this will serve the base, like a bit of a boat for the brisket. Because what we're also going to do is we're going to pour a little beef stock at the base. So we'll just sit in that. So here we go with this. Now with the butcher's paper, it'll protect the bark and the brisket won't be too soggy and moist, especially on the top part here. But also we've put a little beef stock in the bottom. That's just going to give it a little more juiciness and flavour, and that should be captured in this boat down the bottom. So we'll put it back into the smoker just to finish off, and then we'll get ready to wrap and put it in the esky. I've just poured a little water and the remainder of the beef stock, sorry, into the water pan. Put this down like so. We'll finish it off. Okay, so the meter probe has gone off. It's telling me that it's reached its internal temperature, which is 93 degrees, which is what we're looking for. And what we'll do now is we'll take it off out of the Kamado and put it into this esky here. So what I'll do is I've got a little blanket that I put in, and we'll grab our, very hot. Too hot. My heat gloves on. I can already feel how soft that is at the bottom. And you can already see also how the bend that it's going to have. But anyway, we'll let it rest in here. For how long? At least an hour. If you can do it more, better. The longer the better, really. But kind of depends on what the schedule is for dinner. We'll be we're hoping to eat soon. So I'll at least get at least an hour and a half, I think, in there. So see you in a bit. Okay, we're in the moment of truth now. So it's been resting for an hour and a half. I'll probably let it rest a bit longer, but it is that time now, dinner time. So let's take this out. That's soft like butter. It's going to be so juicy, I'm going to need a different tray and container to contain all the juices. So hang on a tick. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it into one of these casserole dishes because it's just so full of juice still and I want to capture all that. Alright, let's try this. So I'll take this probe out and again you can just see how soft that is, like butter. So we'll just we'll cut it down here. I'll look at the inside of what we're working with. Sensational. Beautiful, just delicious. What you want to do is cut it down the middle and then cut it across this way on the point and cut it this way on the flat. Dip that in the sauce. That is good. Oh, sensational. That is real good. This.
Yummy.
Do you want it with the fat?
How's that? Yeah. Good thing I cooked some rice.
Oh, that's real good.
Did you hear him? I want one.
And here we go. Nice piece from
Okay, I'm gonna. Really?
Piece from the point. Look at that. Juicy, tender, so it just pulls apart. Yep. And that beef stock just adds a bit more depth in there, and we've captured the flavour. So we'll get ready to serve this up, put it in some bread rolls, and dinner's set. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the video, follow us on Facebook and YouTube, and visit our site www.societyandculture.com.au and subscribe, send us your email, and we'll send you lots of other good videos on cooking, but also, you know, the big ideas in society, whether they're political or philosophical or even theological. So the things of the house and the family. So yeah, subscribe, and yeah, we look forward to sharing more good videos with you. Just look at that smoke ring there, beauty. Thanks again. Catch you in the next one.